Friends, greetings and hello. Hope you're well. You're gonna have to forgive me. I have got myself a little winter cold here, and my voice is just going away, so I probably won't be yapping here too much. But talking about two stocks in particular right now. Obviously, if you don't know, you probably do know because it's everywhere right now. But the Queen herself, the best stock investor in the world here, has released her new wish list that she's been buying up here in one of the main stocks that is getting everyone's attention right now, and it's the theme of the whole market. It's the theme of Trump. It's everything. It is AI. Nancy Pelosi here has just she has disclosed, shown her recent buys in the market, and this one company she just bought a lot of, and it's called Tempus, TEM, ticker for that one. Now, Tempus is a fairly new company, new to the market, it's been around since 2015, but being around here for some time, it's really new to the market. I mean, it's only been here since the summer as a public traded company. Now, with that, Tempus here obviously is getting a whole lot of attention because they've been getting more contracts with what they're trying to do. But it's AI and medical. It's like the same. It's mixed together, and there's a lot of this going on right too, and that's why, I've kind of got another graph here. But let's break this down. This is what I've been preaching off 2024. I said, when we found out Trump won, we knew that AI was going to be a big push in the market. It didn't really matter who won the election, to be honest. We knew AI was still going to control the overall narrative of the market, and that's what's happening right here still. It's just happening more aggressively, I think, because Trump is really pushing into this. Now, obviously, Nancy Trump, it's not really, the two different people here, obviously. But Nancy, why is this so important that Nancy just bought a ton of Tempus? Well, it's important because Nancy has a very good winning streak. I think we all know this, but if you're unaware of this, Nancy herself has this thing where she'll buy companies, and then mysteriously 6 months later they will get some kind of huge government contract. They'll shoot up in price. They'll release something to where they just become this multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar company, and really start to show some heavy numbers. So with Nancy buying Tempus here, everyone's like, who? What? What's that? What's a Tempus? So right now, Tempus has went from $30 to almost $60 a share right now. And the company's still looking for a profitable range. Nancy herself here probably knows something. Okay, I don't, there's obviously a word I want to say, but, I can't say it. Maybe she knows something here that's coming down the pipeline into 2025 here. Now, Trump has come out and said yesterday he is inserting $500 billion into AI, and especially, he's really, Trump gave a whole speech today, and even Oracle, the CEO of Oracle was here with Trump on a speech, where Trump essentially is wanting to use AI to cure cancer. And essentially what they do is, with this particular AI company, they use the machine's AI to sense in blood cells, fragments of cancer before humans could even see it on a microscope. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor, okay? I just invest in this stuff. But anyway, long story short, you've got this whole conglomerate happening right now with AI, and you have Nancy here who specifically just put a large investment into Tempus. Now Tempus is blowing up. Tempus, medical/AI company, it's getting a lot of attention, and it's shooting up. Is it worth $54 a share right now? At the moment, no, but maybe down the road here it could be. The problem is, in the argument is that we're finding is, well, maybe it is worth that. Maybe it's worth that just on the hype and what's coming. There's a real argument here that because this is becoming such an aggressive topic right now with Nancy, who has such a good winning streak in the market with things pre-happening to companies, that she knows something, and that we could see Tempus here continue to grow into like a $70 to $80 range. That sounds crazy. I get it. Like, trust me, I get it. Like, I understand that. But right now, you're seeing these elements take place with the market. AI is taking the narrative again. It's 100% controlling the narrative, where FOMO's in the air. People are wanting to be a part of AI companies, cheap ones that they can get their hands on. The ones that, a lot of the ones that we were investing in last year, they're really expensive now. Palantir's getting expensive. Oracle's through the roof. It's almost $200 a share again. It's going to keep going. So, but there's a lot of them. I mean, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, ETFs that are heavily focused on AI. It's a very expensive party to be a part of, and that's why people are looking for newer AI companies that are getting attention right now, and Tempus is 100% in that conversation. So friends, bullet points here with Tempus. I may talk about it more. I've gotten comments on it all week. I've been seeing it, and it's been on. I've been talking about it with friends and stuff. And listen, it's a very tempting situation. Obviously, I think if you have money to where you can just like be like, I'm gonna let this sit here and see what happens. It's hard to say right now. Is it worth $50 a share? Because it could be $70 a share by a week or two from now, because the hype train can keep getting pushed here. There could be a situation where it just shoots back down to $30, okay, and then somewhere in the year, some sort of news, something comes out that we know Nancy knows. Nancy knows something here, okay? She knows something. There's a reason why she just put her investment team just put a ton of money into it, okay? But one thing you need to be careful with right now. It is a feeding frenzy. It is full of sharks. They are looking for you to buy high and for you just hold it, and they're coming in to get your shares, and they want you to lose money. They're wanting you to get panicked and sell. They're wanting you to buy high, see it go back down, and they're wanting to take your shares. No doubt about it. So be careful with it. I think the safest route with this right now is probably be okay with it, make a position, and just let it sit there and see what happens this year whenever stuff gets released. Nancy did this with NVIDIA for a long time, where she was... one thing about NVIDIA, if you know the history about that, NVIDIA's been around for a long time. And NVIDIA's done well the past decade. But it wasn't until, like 3-4 years ago when NVIDIA really started to push, like max overdrive quarterlies that we had never seen before in the market. But Nancy did the same thing. She was buying NVIDIA before NVIDIA was NVIDIA, and people were like, why is she buying NVIDIA? Well, they're an okay company, but why is she putting millions and millions of dollars into NVIDIA? Well, months later, NVIDIA comes out with the chip they came out with to transform the world, with software, video games, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying this is going to be the next NVIDIA by any means, but I am saying there is something that she knows that we don't know, okay? And I'm not saying Tempus is a bad company, so don't think I'm on here like, yeah, I'm not saying that. I love it. I think it's revolutionary. I'm really just trying to talk about Nancy and what she's doing, because I don't even think a lot of people care about what Tempus is. They go, Nancy's got a great track record, and I'm going to put money in Tempus just because Nancy just put money in Tempus. So I think that's more the majority of what people are doing right now. They're like, I don't care what Tempus does. I don't care what it is. I don't care about their finances. I don't care. I am buying it just because Nancy Pelosi is buying it. I really think that's what a lot of people are doing, and I get it. I 100% get it. Now, to talk about Big Bear real fast, Big Bear, Nancy Pelosi is not buying Big Bear. If she was, I would take a second mortgage out on my house and buy as much Big Bear as I could, but she's not, okay? I am buying Big Bear, but I am buying Big Bear under $4 right now. So, obviously, I've been talking about Big Bear here, and Big Bear, like I joke about, it's got big problems, but it also has big things happening. Big Bear is expected to at least do better this year with quarterlies. That's what's expected. They just got a new great CEO who has ties to Trump. They're getting defense contracts. They just got one big defense contract that's lasting for 4 years. It's almost $200 million. That's huge for them. It's huge. It's not, $200 million is not a lot of money in the grand scheme of like AI companies, but it's a lot of money for them as a smaller AI company that's growing and been getting a lot of attention here lately. So what we're seeing right now on this chart right now, if you look here, Big Bear has been making stairs here. It's been, when we see a new high, We obviously have a sell-off for about 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Then we have a new high. Then we have a big sell-off, little push back up. Then we have one of the last big highs here when it went to like 480, right under $5. Then we had huge sell-off around 2 weeks ago. Then now we're still in a growth pattern. If you'll notice this, we got one little hump here. Then now we're seeing a little bit of pullback. So this next push here with Big Bear, it could be the $5 push we've been looking for. Could be. Now with Big Bear, I'm not saying Big Bear is going to be this $20 stock this year. Bullet points. All I'm hoping for Big Bear this year is that it sustains at least a $4 to $7 price range this year. It starts to do better in quarterlies. It really starts to increase on earnings, and maybe it can get some debt paid down this year. That's really it. And obviously, I want Big Bear to get more deals. I want Big Bear to get more attention and get itself out of this shadow realm right now. So that's really what I'm hoping for Big Bear. In March here, it'll release its Q4 for 2024 to really wrap up the years here. Big Bear didn't have a terrible year financially, but it didn't do what we wanted. Things are changing. Things are coming around here, and we're hoping that, I'm not looking at 2025 as going to be like the revolutionary year for Big Bear, to where it's going to be like, it's going to quadruple its earnings. But if it could almost double them, just at least do better, to where we could see the framework be done here in 2025 to lead into 2026, where I personally have a really nice position in them, $4 and under. And then maybe by 2026, this could be a stock that's really starting to push into some new price range, getting very heavy deals from the government, from anonymous, whoever, and that's kind of my hope right now with Big Bear this year. It's my wild card. I like to take some. There's stocks that obviously you just buy and they're going to work. There's SoFi's, Palantirs, there's your Microsofts, Apples, Walmart, for God's sakes, Home Depots. Things you just put money into that they're just going to work. But then, it's fun to put your money in some wild cards. Okay, that's how people make money in the market. They buy wild cards, and this is my wild card. Big Bear is my wild card. So we're going to see what happens. It could go bad. I could lose everything, but I'm going to take a chance on it. So friends, like I said, my voice, it's gone. So I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I get better here. I'm going to get some sleepy pie, and I wish all of you the best of luck, and take care, friends. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.